and welcome to my sketchy laptop scenario here. I'm recording on my laptop and I have it balanced very sketchy. So today we're going to be doing a walkthrough of the Self-Love Oracle by Akal Pritam. I might be butchering that name. Apologies. And this is from Rockpool Publishing. And it's my understanding that there's actually a book as well that can correspond with this deck. I don't have the book, so I'm just going to review the deck for you guys. So I'll kind of show the cards as I'm talking about my opinions of this deck. First of all, I mean, this is beautiful. And it comes in a hard... I feel like all card decks pretty much come in this kind of box. And it has your guidebook. So this deck it works through the 7 main chakras. And I can't remember. I think there's like 4 cards for each chakra. And I really like Rockpool Publishing's guidebooks. It seems like all of them are like this. They have color images of the cards. So yeah, here's the crown chakra. And here is the book. So it talks about the card, obviously. And then it has a little like key phrase or an affirmation, which if you know me at all in these videos, I love affirmations. But so yeah, it has the card, it has the chakra that corresponds with it. It has a like affirmation or a phrase, and then it kind of talks more about it and like what might be going on in your life right now. So this deck, I don't personally... I feel like that's it for the guidebook. Here you go. Oh, I'll show you though, because I was going to get into this. So it also has here, a practice. So it gives you, like the key phrase here. It kind of gives you a description of what might be going on in your life or like how to apply the card. But then it also has different practices and exercises. I love resources that like give you something to do rather than just being like, here's your message, that they give you suggestions of how to like actually apply that message to your life or work through whatever issue the card was addressing. So I think that that's really good. It has a bunch of different exercises. Some of them are like meditation. Some of them are like physical, like getting up and dancing. This one is suggesting to keep a gratitude journal. But so it's just really good. Like this is about sound healing. So there's also, if you're kind of new to like holistic healing or spiritual healing and stuff, this is really good as well because it gives a bunch of different types of suggestions for things, which I find very handy. So yeah, it's more, I feel like, than just a card deck with like, let me pull up a message. So let's get into kind of the cards. So one thing which I get why the backs are all different colors, which I guess I kind of like. But, I feel like when I pull from this, I usually close my eyes when I'm shuffling anyway, but with this, I feel like I definitely need to close my eyes because I don't want to see the color of the card and have that, like, sway which card I'm pulling. So, you may want to be aware of that. Anyway, so here are the cards. They're really pretty. I am the light of my soul. Like, what a gorgeous affirmation is that? Like, let's just enjoy this for a moment. Beautiful. I just love them. They're so, so pretty. So yeah, like I said, I don't personally feel like this is a card deck to use every single day. I'm sure you could and just get your daily message for the day. Oh yeah, and I forgot there's different kinds of cards. I'll go into that in a second because you saw like that one says ritual, celebrate life. So each chakra has a ritual card, which is like kind of more of a ritual for you to do. Astral travel. But anyway, yeah, I don't feel like these are like, let me just pull a message for the day or whatever, or like, let me pull these all the time. These are good for like, what do you need right now? Like if you're feeling off or you're feeling sad or you're feeling a little lost and you're like, what do I really need in my life right now? Pull a card or two from this deck, and it has been spot on for me. Every time I've pulled from this deck, I'm like, yep, that's definitely what I could use in my life right now. How cool is this? Because it does come with the suggested practice and different activities for you to do. I find this deck works really well if you just even pull a card like once a week, maybe at the beginning of the week, or maybe the end of the week of something you can apply for the weekend. And really use the practices that are in this deck. I love this art. Because, yeah, I feel like it's more of like a a practice. It's not just like, you're not just getting a reading. It's, if you apply the stuff in the deck, in the guidebook, you can actually make some really beautiful changes in your life and apply the wisdom of the cards to your life, rather than just, sometimes you pull some cards and you're like, what do I need in my life right now? How could I apply this? And then you don't actually do it. I know I'm guilty of that. I'm like, what's going on in my life? And then I'm just like, okay, well, I pulled the cards and I journaled about it, and now I'm just going to go on with my life. But this deck, you can really take a moment to, actually apply these to your lives. So how to use the cards, I can't remember. Single card reading. And then, there's a chakra card reading. I feel like all guidebooks are pretty much the same nowadays. It does talk a little bit about what the chakra system is, if you don't know. What in the world? So there's a soul lesson card and a ritual card for each chakra, as well as 2 just general messages. I was trying to see where it said, because I feel like I read that when I first got this somewhere, where it described the different types of cards in here. Anyway, I'm not going to dwell on this forever. You can read it yourself. But anyway, long story short, I think this is a really great deck. I mean, the artwork is beautiful, like you saw. It's been spot on for me every time. I'm like, I'm feeling funky as hell. Like, what do I need to do in my life right now to stop feeling funky as hell? And I'll pull a card and it is spot on, and I look it up and I apply the suggested practice, and it's been really great. And I think this is just such a beautiful tool. I mean, it is called the Self-Love Oracle, to apply to your self-love practice. So Rockpool Publishing, Self-Love Oracle, Akal Pritam. You want it? Go get it.